Hello, Thrifty Food Plan channel friends. It's Jay. It is day 6 of my 10-day grocery haul. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I will link it above and link it below. And let's see, if you watched my What I Eat in a Day video, I am continuing to have oats for breakfast and salads for lunches and clementines for snack. And I finished the hummus today. So all of that is going according to plan. I have now eaten all of the chili that I made in my What I Eat in a Day video, and we had the city council member who represents my neighborhood held a community meeting last night, and I went to that, and there was food there, so I ate the food that they had. But it is night 6, and I am starving, and so I am getting ready to make my second batch dinner, and I wanted to share that with y'all. So let's get to it. All right, so I am making stir fry for dinner tonight, and the things that are going to take the longest to cook or to prepare are the block of tofu. So I've got to get this out of the box, drain it, wrap it in some paper towels, let it sit for a while, try to get some of the moisture out of my tofu. And then, of course, the millet is going to take about 20 minutes to cook. But I am going to get this tofu out, wrap it up, let it sit for about 10 minutes, try to get some of the water out of it. And then I will cook up my millet, and I will put the tofu in my air fryer. And it'll also take about 15 minutes. So, first step. So I sometimes get questions about tofu, so I just thought I'd show you. I've got it kind of wrapped up in probably, I don't know, 4 to 5 paper towels. These are pretty thick ones. And I'm just going to set it on the counter. I'm going to put a little weight on top of it. And I'm just going to let it sit for like, I don't know, 10 minutes and just try to get some of the water out of it. And actually, probably need a little weight on there, so I'll do that. All right, so I'm just gonna prep my tofu that way. All right, so the tofu's been sitting under here for a while. I'm just gonna unwrap it. I don't know if you can tell how wet these paper towels are, but they are super wet. And so all this does is it just gets a little bit of the water out of the tofu, which will give it a firmer texture. So all I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna cut it into like small cubes. If you had cornstarch, you could toss it and toss the cubes in some cornstarch, and that's gonna make it extra crispy. I don't have any cornstarch tonight, so I'm not gonna do that. But I'm gonna dice this up, stick it in the air fryer on 390 for 15 minutes, and that should make me some crispy tofu. It won't be as crispy if I have the cornstarch, but I don't have it. And then I also have a cup of millet in 2 cups of water. If you don't have millet, use rice, use whatever grain you have on hand. All right, dinner's getting going. All right, tofu's going into the air fryer. Okay, party people, so I am ready to do the veg portion of this. You might remember if you watched the What I Eat in a Day video, I prepped some onions. Oh, and you know, I don't really cook with oil, so I've just got some water in my pan. So I'm gonna put these onions in. If you don't like onions, certainly don't do this because this is a lot of onions, but I really do like onions in my stir fry. So I'm just gonna break up these onions, bulk it all up a little bit. All right. Let me separate those two. All right. So I've got the onions in, and then this is the stir fry vegetable starter that I bought. I'm going to put all of that in. Drop some broccoli. Not a lot of red pepper. Look at that. That's so funny. All right, and then I'm also taking a cup of green beans out of the bag of green beans I bought just to bulk it up a little bit more. All right. And then I'm just gonna let this steam a little bit. Okay, so my veg is pretty well steamed up at this point. I just took the lid off because I am gonna let some of the water evaporate. And I'm gonna season a little bit. I'm gonna season with what I have on hand. You know, you season with whatever you have on hand. I always keep some coarse ground pepper around, and I really do like it in stir fry, so I'm gonna add a bunch of pepper to mine. And then I'm gonna put a couple of splashes of soy sauce. Now, I will probably put more soy sauce on it once I get it into my bowl for dinner. But I will put a little in here just to cook with, steaming up my camera a little bit. All right, and then I also pulled out some sriracha, and I'm gonna not put that in the pan, but I am gonna put it on the table for a little extra seasoning. So I'm just gonna let the water boil off of this, and then I will be ready to serve up my dinner. Starving. Okay, I'm so excited. My dinner's ready because I am so very hungry. So I am going to put a little sriracha as a little extra spice on mine. You. And I would just note that it did make 4 servings, so that's 3 more servings down there. 1, 2, 3, different size Tupperware. But I've got dinner tonight and dinner for 3 more nights. Yummy, yummy. All right, so this dinner is very good. I did want to tell y'all, I did add some more soy sauce and I added some more sriracha. So as you are seasoning this, if you make this kind of stir fry, definitely season pretty heavily, but it is delicious. Yummy, yummy. Okay, so when I price out everything that went into my stir fry tonight, I had the stir fry starter bag of veg, 167. I used just over a third of the bag of frozen green beans, which priced to 47 cents. I had that block of tofu, extra firm tofu, 167. A couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago, I got that bag of millet in the discount bin for 78 cents. So I already had that on hand, but I went ahead and priced it out. 22% of the bag ended up being 17 cents. And then I used half an onion. So all in all, to make 4 servings of the millet stir fry was $4.22, which comes to $1.06 a serving. Okay, Thrifty Food Plan Channel friends, that is my dinner for tonight and the next 3 nights as I eat through my 10-day grocery haul. I would love it if everyone could drop into the comments below sort of the super frugal, super budget meals that you use when you are trying to make your groceries stretch for a longer period of time. I know that I would appreciate it, and everybody who watches this channel, everybody who's part of our little YouTube community is here because we're all on a budget trying to eat well for very little cost. So please share your ideas down below, and I will see you back here in the next couple of days. Thanks so much for visiting.